The one thing that really works for me is a pack of hampers right in front of my knapsack.
You can stick your foot out, you can stand in the middle of the road.
Number one rule, do not get angry, pissed off if somebody doesn't pick you up. That is bad attitude.
I'm kind of filming a documentary. Do you mind if I film you?
Sure.
I'm going to ask you a couple questions.
Oh, okay.
Sorry about this.
I knew this was going to happen.
Sorry, it's kind of a documentary actually on hitchhiking, so. I'm Sarah. I just got back from hitchhiking, actually from the ferry terminal back to this glorious school. He was very generous about it. He was going completely out of his way to drop me off. He told me that when he picked me up right away. I still got in the car and he drove me all the way here, turned around and went back halfway across. He drove way farther than he needed to, just for my sake.
If they're hitchhiking, I always pick up hitchhikers. Sometimes I get in situations where, you know, I see people walking along the road, and some of them, they kind of, they want to ride, but they don't put their finger out, so I don't pick them up.
I'm Barbara Moore, and I've lived on Galliano for 20 years. And I live at the north end, at the end of a long dirt road.
I'm Nick Francis, a resident of North Galliano Island and a member of a community of around 1,000 people in the wintertime. Isolated, of course, because we are an island.
The wonderful thing about hitchhiking is that you never know who's going to stop and pick you up, and so you reconnect with people that you otherwise wouldn't talk to.
Practically everybody I picked up has been really nice. I had one guy who talked politics the whole way down to the south end, and I don't pick him up anymore.
My name's Jay Curry. I came to Galliano just over a year ago. I've been hitchhiking the island pretty much since I arrived. The amazing thing about Galliano is that complete strangers will offer you a ride even when you're not hitchhiking.
A lot of times, if I wasn't sure if I wanted to hitchhike or not, I would walk on the hitchhiking side of the road, and if somebody stopped and asked me if I wanted a ride, I'd take it. But if they didn't, I'd have a good walk.
Here, there's no issue of safety. It's like your mom picking you up, you know, or somebody else is your friend's mom picking you up. Everybody knows each other here.
I always stand off the road as much as I can, which is not always possible. So the person just has to be careful and keep that in mind.
It's a couple of guys in a van, and they have a chain steering wheel, and kind of like no windows and stuff on the back of their van. Generally, don't get in. If it's a grandma in a nice car, get in. It's nice.
Put your seatbelt on. Make sure that the person that you're driving with isn't impaired. I don't know. Make sure he's wearing his seatbelt.
Wasn't worried about who was going to pick me up. It was kind of surprising. I got picked up within 4 cars, I think it was, 4 or 5. I mean, everyone who passed me by gave me a signal that they couldn't for various reasons, and I understood that.
If I've got a loaded vehicle, I'm going to give them this sign that I got no space.
But on Galliano, it's kind of interesting because a lot of people will stop and they will roll down their window and they'll lean out and say, sorry, I'm only going another 150 yards. And then they'll roll their window back up and drive off.
If I'm not going very far, I'll point off to the side, indicating that I'm not going very far down the road, and it's probably not worthwhile picking them up for a kilometer or 2.
There's no real technique to the whole thing. A stylish thumb and so on is all very interesting, but it's not really something that's going to make that much difference. More than anything else, you need to know what the ferry schedule looks like.
That's when you're getting your best pickup times is during ferry traffic. So if you know people are rushing towards the ferry, it's a great time to be out on the road hitchhiking.
I think of it as a bad day if I'm passed by one car. Normally, if I stick my thumb out and a car comes, they'll pick me up.
It's just another mode of transportation. This is a small community, but it really is a community, and we help each other.
If they see you hitchhiking, it's not, oh dear, there's a bad guy hitchhiking. It's, oh, this guy needs a ride.
So if someone's standing along the side of the road, it's just someone from the community that needs a ride, so you'll give them a lift if you have a car.
There's a real community spirit, I think, that people like to promote and to live by. And hitching is part of it.
Yes, I enjoy hitchhiking Galliano Island. It's a nice thing to do, especially on a bright day like this.
Galiano's a great place to hitchhike and it's a great place to live. But don't tell anybody about it. We want it to stay this way.
Yes, I'd say thumbs up to hitchhiking. Thumbs up and thumbs out.
They don't understand that basically this is Galiano Island and it's really safe here, and there's really no crime at all here, except for emotional crime, I guess.